Welcome to the 7th annual edition of the FII.
We can cross live now to Riyadh, where Saudi...
I believe more and more on our humanity. And I want to believe that there is nothing which is bad in our humanity, which could not be stopped by what is good in our humanity.
Humanity needs to find common ground and the prospect of a peaceful, better future for our children.
The new mission of the World Bank is to focus not just on eradicating poverty, but on a livable planet.
For everything we have been discussing here, whether we speak about conflicts, whether we speak about violence, whether we speak about climate, we need to give hope.
If we can keep a peace, if we can have a healthy, competitive environment, we will be in good shape. We will make adaptations.
Really believe in humanity and our ability to extend our lifespans, the quality of our lives.
Talent is so important in all the businesses around the table.
Giving the younger generation hope that they can creating social mobility, which is also very important.
Risks associated with globalization are getting more connected together.
We may have 1 or 2 years of struggling, but I am powerfully optimistic about how technology is going to be rapidly shape our world.
I think technology is changing the face, the opportunities in Africa and in the developing world.
I think there are a number of economies in the world where there could be a tipping point and it will hit hard.
Sort of the future of bed with all the factors from this amazing panel. Frankly, it's just a privilege to be here.
The world's next shock will be a tech shock.
Just as important, investing in partnerships with the friendly nations.
Our compass in His Majesty the King, who gives us the right vision.
Royal Highness Prince Mohammed bin Salman bin Abdulaziz, Crown Prince and Prime Minister.
대한민국은 미래를 위해 함께 연대할 수 있는 혁신적이고 신뢰할 수 있는 파트너입니다.
Why is this happening? It's because of Vision 2030.
And I think travel and tourism was on top of the list.
AI, not in 20 years, not in 10 years, it's within the next 5 years.
Seeing robots helping out in hospitals, providing medication reminders, and even helping with physical therapy.
I like what you said, Your Excellency, when you said it's continuous, it just doesn't stop.
Without energy, economies will not function.
I believe will change the way humanity develop in a different way.
Well, we'll get to 2% over the period.
Do you have to have an extra year of 1.5% growth rather than 2% growth? No problem.
Energy transition is going to be where you think those trends are going.
And since we announced the Green Initiative, what we want to do is focus, zoom, and do the right thing.
The next challenge we're all facing is the true digitization of our markets in terms of tokenized assets.
And our role as the exchange is to bring all these interests together.
We need to accelerate the building of it, because we can shift only when we have enough energy, low carbon energy.
So the demand is strong. And for that, you need to make sure that you have adequate, reliable, available, affordable sources of energy.
My favorite part of the transition is SMRs, or nuclear, and blue hydrogen.
The hydrogen is one of the best molecules right now that can decarbonize our processes and our operations.
We will have a preference to produce green hydrogen because we are more relevant.
The kingdom has a very strong role to play because we have everything here in order to build this supply chain.
Good morning. Welcome to day 2 of the Future Investment Initiative.
How do we convince the guys with the money to come to Africa?
Whether it is mineral assets, whether it's our renewable energy assets, whether it's our carbon sinks, whether it's our human capital.
I am convinced BRICS could work. Having China and India is a key thing for BRICS working.
Dangerous divergence. Some countries doing well, others falling further behind. To point fingers at each other in a world where we need to hold hands.
So those two, I think, can go hand in hand.
Okay, who here flew the furthest?
Different challenges emerge, and as policymakers at the international level, at the country level, we have to focus everything on delivery.
Bold leaders who are able to take difficult decisions.
Absolutely.
You believe it's possible to continue to have trust on the future, confidence on future, and what type of trust?
Trust is really what is needed in order to create these outcomes.
The trust of people, the confidence will be back.
My compass still keeps me and starts with Africa and then goes out to meet the rest of the world.
First, no one but us can develop Africa. 2, we need all hands on deck in developing Africa. 3, we need to prioritize the young ones to whom the future of Africa belongs to.
Encourage them and tell them that it's possible to do something when you're a woman in this part of the world.
Don't be afraid to take risk. Be self-confident. Love your job and love people.
We have 2 leadership essentials which are very important right now. One is to lead with excellence, confidence, and humility.
So we'll put $500,000 on the table to support the entrepreneurs, and we try, thank you, and I'm convinced that we will match it with our partners to give to the winner $1 million next year.
Oh yeah, very good, Richard.
For a tree to grow strong, it needs nourishment. This nourishment for us individuals comes in the form of education.
7 billion people on the planet are your customer. That's the size of your market. The question is, what can you do to change that? And once they start looking at that, the investment thesis starts to change.
Vision statement of Lyon starts with, it's the land of the future.
To me, honestly, culture cannot survive by being a higher moral agenda like the past.
Fashion is going to be one of the key contributors in the country.
This country is going through a phenomenal transformation. A transformation that we're very proud to be part of, but also a transformation that we want to contribute to.
Good morning. It is day 3 of the Future Investment Initiative.
Which advice each of you will give to our community of FII?
Please go on a quest to find the unique people, the hidden gems, not just the graduate of the great universities.
Continuously surprise you with their dedication, their creativity, and their earnestness.
Look at different youth. Look at youth from different cultural, different backgrounds.
With 50K, I know thousands of people that can change the world.
We will be welcoming onto the stage now for this historic moment, signing a joint venture agreement between the PIF and Pirelli.
PIF has been assigned 13 priority sectors as part of Vision 2030.
We're applying BlackRock's technology in order to have the capability of driving a car.
Honestly, this is a moment like sort of first man on the moon. Nobody's ever done that.
AI is meant to contribute almost $16 trillion to the global economy by 2030.
So when we'll be here together again in Riyadh for the 14th edition, inshallah, what is your prediction?
By 2030, we will be extending the healthy human lifespan by decades. Your job is not to die from something stupid in the interim.
I think by 2030, there will be many new collaborations between humans and robots that will win awards and create harmony everywhere.
I believe that if all the leaders from business and government can come together and decide that humanity is worth saving, that we can create peace and prosperity everywhere by 2030.
I thank you all for coming here, and I'm confident that we will return home with new purpose and energy to succeed. Thank you.